Happy Friday, everybody. I cannot believe this is the first time this week I'm getting on here to craft with you guys. Just was having a pretty bad week. So what happened is my back was acting up a little bit. You guys, if you've been with me, know I have a bad back. And I saw the chiropractor, and it wasn't my regular person, and this man just wanted to manipulate my back. And even though I told him to be really cautious, and he was really kind and trying to be cautious, he just didn't know me and didn't do a great job. And boy, almost immediately after, when I woke up the next morning, my neck was out. I couldn't turn to the side either way. I was getting headaches. I felt nauseous. So it was just a pretty miserable week because my chiropractor was on vacation. I don't know how she can justify that, but she was. So anyway, I saw her yesterday, and man, I am feeling a million times better. She just tweaked everything right back where it should be, and I feel pretty darn good. So sorry I wasn't here. But I did a lot of just heat packs and icing and resting during that time, and maybe that's just what I needed. So thank you all for your comments and concerns. So many of you reached out to me, and I really appreciate that. I don't see anyone hopping on. I'm assuming I'm in the right place. Sometimes I'm not. So I'm just going to go check and see if I'm showing up yet. And sometimes I show up here later than you guys get me, so who knows? But yeah, right now I'm not showing up yet. So we'll just give it a couple minutes here and do some chatting to make sure I'm not in the wrong page. But no, doesn't look like I am. Don't know why. It says I'm live. I see someone on. That's a good sign. So hopefully I'll be starting to pop up. I'll check mine in just a minute. A couple people. Yay. Welcome again to my Coffee and a Card Facebook Live. Hi, Sharon. Thank you all again for your prayers and concerns for my back. I am feeling so much better. If you missed the first couple minutes, go back and see that where I talked about what happened. But my chiropractor saw me yesterday, and I feel wonderful. So welcome to Friday Coffee and a Card on another bright and sunny day here in Middle Tennessee. It's supposed to get up to 61. Hi, Lois. Yes, feeling better for sure. And thank you, Sharon, for sharing. It's going to be a lovely day. Just a nice, lovely day. We are supposed to have rain this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. So it might be just a weekend where we stay in the house and do stuff. I don't think any more severe storms. Cross your fingers. I don't want any more severe storms. Those tornado warnings were pretty scary. But I know that's the time of year we're in, and I know that's where I live. So we'll just trust God. So for some reason, I am still not showing up. I'm glad people are watching and commenting, so I'm assuming I'm where I should be. So I'm just going to go with it, and we're going to assume that's where I am. Okay, it is Friday, December 15th. 10 days till Christmas, guys. I hope you are pretty much ready. I am doing okay. I'm not stressed at all about the holidays, so that part is really good. My name is Maureen Ralphus. I'm also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I have been an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 26 years, and I love what I do. I lost my train of thought. Don't know what I was going to say, but it was probably really important, right? Oh, I'm coming to you from Middle Tennessee, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is where I live now. Glad to be here close to family, so that is all good. I am here to help you find the joy of card making and card giving. If you're hopping on today, please say hi. 53 so far. Nice. You're going to have a nice day. Well, rain always cools it down a little bit, but I love the rain, so I'm not complaining about that. Yeah, say hi. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know where you're from, what your weather's like. I'd love to hear your weekend plans as you're getting ready for the holidays. So I just love to hear from you. Also, if you're popping on later and watch the replay, let me know that too. I love that just as much. As always, I will be drawing from all of the comments today through midnight tomorrow, the 16th. And then I will give away the card that we make today. So every comment counts as an entry, no matter what you say. I love to hear from you. If you can share my video to a crafty group or a crafty friend or your home page or any way you would love to share me, please do so. If you do that, let me know and I will give you a bonus entry beside your comment for the card that I'm giving away. That is great advertising for me as a small business and I really appreciate it. Let me see anything else I want to tell you. We're going to give it away. Congratulations to my last winner, Zanna Baxter. She won the simple Christmas card that we made using up scraps that everyone seemed to love, which made me very happy. Hi, Margot. And Zanna, that is on its way to you if you have not already received it. You're over in England, so it might take a bit to get there. But thank you all for watching and commenting. Also, let's see, I think that's it. Actually, I did the share thing. We're good. I'm going to take you down to my table because I have some things I want to show you. So let's do that. Let's turn you around. You can see outside, down to my table. I'm going to check one more time online here. Oh, I am up and running here now so I can see myself. I'm going to move this up just a little bit, so I'm more on screen and try to get this a little centered. And we are good, I think. This is me, Maureen Rolfus, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. You can find my blog at crazystampinglady.blogspot.com, my email at crazystampinglady at gmail.com, my Facebook, facebook.com/crazystampinglady. My YouTube is under my name, Maureen Rolfus, and you can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. And if you're shopping with me in the month of December, please use my current hostess code. This hostess code is always shown at the beginning of my videos. It's pinned to the top of my Facebook page. It's under the Shop Now tab on my blog. It's at the bottom of any email I send, so it's pretty easy to find. Or you can email me if you need it or text me and I'll get it to you. That helps me get the most benefit for your order. I get to earn free stuff that I can in turn turn around and give back to you. So I love that when you do that. If your order's over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax, then don't use that because you will qualify for your own hostess rewards. And you know what? Before I show you my flyers, I'm going to show you the Christmas cards I got because there's a bunch of them. So we'll go through them pretty quickly. I don't want to take too long, but I do want to share them because I so appreciate when I receive cards from you guys. So this one is from Fran. She's my critter gal. There's always going to be a critter. Well, I shouldn't say always, maybe not, but she loves her little critters. And Fran, this is adorable how you set up that whole little scene. I love it so much. Thank you for thinking of me. And on the inside, it also has a little die for the Merry Christmas. Very nicely done. The next card is from my friend Joan and her husband Bruce. And Joan always does such beautiful work also. Just look at all those little inlaid pieces of foil to make this beautiful poinsettia. I love it. I love it. I love it. Joan, thank you so much and for thinking of me and your warm wishes. I appreciate you and your support. The next card is from my friend Lori. And Lori is great. I think I've mentioned it before. She always remembers me with cards. On a day when I'm having a down day and I get a card from her, it just makes me so happy. She catches me up on news back in Prescott, and I just appreciate it so very much. She sent this card that's made with a piece of ribbon. So she found these spools of ribbon with the beautiful images and Merry Christmas on them and took them and cut them apart and made her Christmas cards. What a great idea. I love it, Lori. Thank you. The next card I'm sharing is from a friend and team member, Darrell, and she went above and beyond on this. I love this set. And I'll be honest, I didn't use it much for the holidays and now it's retiring. But I think before I get rid of it, I'm just going to do a whole bunch of cards for next year because I just love it so much. It's the little nativity scene in the star. And then when you open this part up, there is Mary and Joseph and the wise men. And then when you open this up, you have the place for your message. How pretty is that? Thank you so much, Darl. Beautiful card. Really, really appreciated. My next card is from my friend and viewer here in this, Rebecca Salas. And look at this. She used my truck. Or not my truck, but the truck. The truck that I love so much. It is such a cute card, Rebecca. I might make a few of these and copy it too because it's adorable. She did the little music notes with the embossing folder on the back. And she used, again, linen thread, which you guys know always gets my heart if there's linen thread on a card. So really, really cute, Rebecca. Thank you so much for thinking of me. And the next card is from my friend Flo. She is also a team member, but she is a good friend and I miss her so much, from Prescott, Arizona. And she sent me this beautiful Christmas card. I love how she used the vellum here, the flocked vellum, as her background to soften it. And notice what she did. It's what I do a lot. I think it's such a great idea. She only added the adhesive to the vellum right behind where her image was showing. That way you don't have to worry about glue showing through. And it just, I love the way it looks. So thank you so much for thinking of me, Flo. Miss you. This card is from my friend from Prescott, Veronica, and another beautiful card. I love this. I just love it. I love when you mask the center and do all the little things around it to make like a wreath, and then she added the layers on top there. Beautiful, beautiful card. I think we actually did this in Technique Club, didn't we, Veronica? One really similar. I love the way it turned out. Thank you, Veronica, for thinking of me. And this card is also from a viewer from my Facebook group here, Cindy Reed. Cindy, this is adorable. This is my kind of card. It is clean and simple and beautiful. It uses the Designer Series paper to really just offset it. Love everything about it. Thank you so much for thinking of me and sending me this card. And then we have one more from my friend from Prescott, Karen. And Karen told me that their card making group that I started when I was there is meeting today, which always makes me so happy that they still meet and get together. But this is a joy fold card, but instead of going horizontal, it goes vertical. So this flap comes up and this flap comes down like that. And in the center, you have that nice little place for your sentiment. Beautiful card, Karen. This is one of her favorite folds, and actually this is one of my favorite folds too. I so appreciate it. Just look at the shine on there with the little berries. Really nice job, Karen. Thank you, guys. You are the best. You make my day. I love going to the mailbox and getting happy mail. All right. Few things going on. Couple old things, couple new things. My free monthly virtual card class. Anytime you order in December and your order is $50 or over, you qualify to get a free card kit. Now, I only send one kit out to everyone who orders. So if you order twice, and once it's $50 and once it's $100, you will get the $100 kit. But I don't send one for every order, just one per person. So be aware of that. Go ahead and put it all together on your own hostess code if you're thinking of making a couple orders, and you will still get this from me, and that way you'll get the benefits of earning your free merchandise. But you must use the hostess code if your order is under $150. If it's over, then don't use the hostess code. Just place your order and you'll still earn your kit. $50 gets you 3 free card kits. A $75 order gets you the 3 free card kits and a bonus project. And the $100 order gets you 3 free card kits, a bonus project, and a half a pack of current embellishments. This class will be held on Monday, January 8th. The kits will go in the mail on the 2nd, I guess. What day of the month is the 2nd? I don't even know. They'll go out as soon as they can, maybe even earlier if I have your orders in December. Hopefully you will have them by the 8th for the class, but if you don't, you can always come back and put them together later because those videos are saved. Anyone is welcome to view the video. So again, Monday, January 8th at 11 o'clock Central Time. And hopefully you will have your kits. I do this every single month. So my class for this one was last Monday, and you can go back and try to find that and look at it. They're just a lot of fun. They're simple, easy to put together. I try to change the layouts and challenge you a little bit. Everything comes included except for the adhesives, and I cannot do the stamping for you. So I try to keep the stamping to a minimal. Things that I know that you might have on hand, you just have to add basically usually your sentiments. So that is my card kit. Countryside Corners is my bundle of the month. If you order this bundle in the month of December, I will donate 100% of my profits to the Doors of Hope Ministry in Murfreesboro. Plus, you will receive a free bonus tutorial, most likely the Sunday after your purchase, with ideas of how to use that bundle. Okay, 2 new things. The return of mystery boxes. It has been a little over a year since I did mystery boxes. And I do these to get de-stash. I have so much retired product that I love to be able to share it with you. So I am de-stashing right now. And I am offering Christmas mystery boxes for, well, they say Christmas because they're a Christmas gift to you, but they won't be full of just Christmas stuff. Probably not a lot of Christmas stuff. Anyway, these boxes will come to you. They can include anything that Stampin' Up! Has ever sold. So be aware of that. It could be stamp sets, dies, punches, paper, embellishments, ribbons, embossing folders, gift boxes, paper pumpkin kits, partial kits, specialty cards, envelopes. It can be slightly used. It could be a partial package, but it will be definitely a wonderful value. So the way this works, it started yesterday. Anyone who orders between December 14th and December 31st, it's basically a BOGO in value. So if you place an online order of $50, which you want to do because then you'll also get my free card kit, you'll earn a bonus product of a minimum of $50 in retired product, a bonus box, I mean. It'll probably be over $50. For sure it will be over because I will never put it under that. If it's a $75 order, you'll get this box with 75 value, 100. Now those values are based on what these products originally sold at, approximately. I don't have all the actual prices, but I try to come really close to that. And that's how I put the box together. Shipping is included on these. So once you place your order, I'll put a box together and get it out to you. I'll let you know when it's shipped. And the ones that ordered yesterday, yours will be going out. I'll put them together over the weekend and hopefully they will be in the mail to you on Monday. Remember, to qualify for this, you also, again, have to use the hostess code or have your order be over $150. There is no limit on these. So if you order 3 times this month, you'll get 3 boxes from me. If you order a $300 order, you'll get a box valued at $300 or more. So take advantage of that and help me de-stash. Treat yourself to an early Christmas present by ordering that. Actually, not so early anymore. You might get it after Christmas, but you can treat yourself now. Okay, I am starting classes again, guys. It's been a year with my move. I am going to hold my first in-person class on Friday, January 26th in 2024. And the information is here, and I'll be posting this on my blog, and I sent out an email to my followers about it. The cost for this class in person is $20. I'm also offering this as an online option, and I made a mistake on my original flyer, but I've corrected it. The cost for the online class is $25. Now, whichever class you go to, it includes everything you need to make 4 beautiful handcrafted cards and envelopes, 2 each of 2 designs, and a bonus 3D project. And you can get the class free with purchase, so that information is here. Like I said, this will go on my blog today, so check there if you need the full information on this with dates and deadlines and everything. But I am excited to do this. This is going to be using the Be Mine suite of products, which is what I'm going to show you and what we're using today on a project. It is stinking adorable. Not available yet. It doesn't come out yet till the mini catalog, but so much fun. So check out for the full details on that on my blog later today. Celebration catalogs, mini catalogs. Can't show you the inside Stampin' Up! Rules until they start, but I can show you products when I have them. So we're going to go through the Be Mine suite of products in this mini catalog here. And then remember, during celebration, which starts January 4th and runs through February 29th, you can earn a free product with every purchase over $50. So this is a great time to get ready to stamp and to shop with Stampin' Up! Okay, guys, let me show you this suite of products. So this is the Be Mine suite. I'm going to show you everything in it, but we're going to start with the bundle. So the bundle is this adorable stamp set. It's got the parts to make a bee, and we'll be doing that today. Some adorable little flowers, hearts and wings and honeycombs, and the little path that bee is flying, as well as some cute little faces that you can put on your bees, and some more little mini hearts. And the sentiments are: be mine, you're as sweet as honey, I love you no matter what, happy Valentine's Day, you'll always be the one for me, love you, and you make my heart buzz. So we're going to be using this today. It comes with this coordinating punch that punches out the bee, as well as the bee's wings, and then just some hearts and a little word bubble if you need those. So we'll talk some more about that too in a bit. Also in this suite of projects, so that bundle, just to let you know, is going to be $38.50. That is a very inexpensive bundle, but it is a punch bundle, and those always cost less, so that is pretty cool. And then let me show you the rest of the items in this suite of product. So as well as the stamp set and punch, there is a designer series paper. It is called Be Mine. And I'm going to show you the different sheets in here because it's so adorable. I'm just going to lay them out one at a time. Look at all the cute little bees in the honey jars. Here's tinier bees in flight. Some larger bees with blue flowers. A floral sheet to match, and then some larger bees with red flowers. And then when you turn these over, or when I turn these over, on the back are all these gorgeous coordinating patterns. Now these are neutral and can be used all year round. They're definitely not just Valentine's Day. I love them so much. The stripes would be great for even Christmas on a card. These are so summery, this one and the little daisies, the honeycomb. I just think they are great, great patterns. This is what will be used in my card class. So in the card class, there will be punches used, and there will be layering. There'll be some sentiments, and like I said, you can add sentiments. If you're interested in the card class by mail, you might want to consider getting the bundle because it does have those sentiments that I'll be using, but it will not be necessary. You can substitute other things to finish your cards. So that is the designer series paper that coordinates with this. And then there is a ribbon. So this ribbon is, let's see what it says. It's called a bordered ribbon, and it is Sweet Sorbet, and it ties beautifully. Look at that. It is going to be so fun to use with this suite. I love it. I'm really excited about this ribbon. You guys know I like the thinner, flatter ribbons that tie really flat like this and tie well. So this ribbon is part of that suite, as well as these adorable little gems, which also made my heart sing because they're flat. They're little flowers and little hearts in 4 different colors. Well, actually 5 if you consider this white and these yellow. Really, really cute, and we're going to be using a few of those today. And then the final part of this suite are these gift boxes. They're square pillow boxes. They fold up after you decorate them and make a cute little pillow box. The part of the box, let me see if I can figure this out, is about 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches for what you could place inside of it. They do puff up a little bit, so they probably have a height of 1.5 inches or so. So you could layer a few things inside of there. So they're not super teeny tiny, and they're also part of the suite. And when this catalog starts January 4th, all of this will be available. So this is a preview to you. And the bundle, again, will be $38.50 for the punch and stamp set. But if you got the entire suite with everything I just showed you, that cost is going to be $75. So it is a great little suite, and I'm excited about it. So let me show you the card we're making today. And there's my cute little envelope, decorated, because you know I don't like naked envelopes. And then here is our card that says, "You're sweet as honey." And when you open it up inside, it just says, "Love you," and I added the flowers. So this is what we're making, and I'm going to talk you through some tips and the products that I used on here. Let me grab my pile of stuff. I'm going to show you this right up front so that I can set this aside. But one of our layers on this card is this striped paper from the Be Mine paper. And only the edge is showing, and I didn't want to waste the middle, especially because I'm doing the card classes. So what I did is I punched out a layer from the inside of this using the perennial postage dies. Now these are also new dies coming out in the new catalog. They have all these different layers of a postage stamp type cutout, if that makes sense. They have those little divots all the way around the edge. There's also a postal cancellation type thing with a butterfly in the middle of it. There's a little tab and another tab that you can use to make tags out of these. It is a cute, cute set. I love whenever we have layering dies like this. I almost always get them because I love that so much. So this one came out right there, and that's the one that I used to cut out this layer out of the center of what we're using. Now we're not using this today, so I'm just gonna set it aside for my classes, just like that. Oh, and on the back of it is cute too, because it's those little flowers. So how cute is that? Okay, we're gonna set this aside over here. So I wanted to show you that. So for this card, we're starting out with a basic white envelope, a basic white card base. The spaces are regular size, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so that is our card base. We're gonna have a layer of Flirty Flamingo, and this layer is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And also because we're layering it, I don't wanna waste all of this, so I'm gonna come back in with our punch, and I'm just going to push this in as far as I can on the cardstock and punch out those images. So again, this won't show either. It's going to be covered up, so I want to make the most out of it. This is a little what cuts out the B, but in this case, I'm going to end up using it as a word bubble. And then it also cuts out these adorable hearts. So why waste all that, right? There's going to be plenty of other cards I can use those on. Okay, so that's those two pieces. There is a layer of basic white. Let me get my punch out of the way here. And this layer is 3 by 4 1/4, and this is what we're going to stamp. And then I also have a scrap of white for my B. So let's get started by doing our stamping. This is a photopolymer stamp. So I'm going to grab my mat. You can tell I've used this mat. Almost time to clean it and put a new one on. Okay, I'm using my foam mat underneath to get that cushiony. I always protect my surface so that if I go off the edges, I don't get that ink on my mat. So that's the only reason this paper is stuck on here in the middle. And I just add it with a little bit of seal on the end. Okay, so here's our layer. And we're going to start out by stamping with our Memento Black ink. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment that says, "You're as sweet as honey." How cute is that? You know, with 8 grandkids and all the cards I send them, I love when I have stamp sets like this that have those cute little sentiments. Let me make sure that's inked up well enough. I think so. We're going to come right up here toward the top and in that corner. and stamp that sentiment just like that. And then I am going to take my scrap and stamp our bee right away. So grab my Daffodil Delight ink and my bee body. So this bee body is just an oval, a big fat oval for the bumblebee. We're gonna ink this up, I guess a bumblebee or a honeybee. I'm not sure. Looks like a bumblebee, but I think it's supposed to be a honeybee in the set. So we're gonna come in here and I'm just gonna stamp that body down like that. Oh, didn't get quite enough in the middle there. I guess I didn't push it hard enough, but I think our black stripes are gonna cover it, so it's not going to matter. So there's our body. And then I'm gonna take the little black stripes for this and we're gonna ink that up. Now these are brand new. I've only used them a couple times, so I tried to condition my stamp sets when I first opened them with a little bit of cardstock to rough them up a little bit so they pick up the ink better. But always as you use your photopolymer stamps, the more you use them, the better they take the ink. Okay, there's our little bee body. And then we want to add a face. So I'm going to come in here and ink up this little smiley face. Again, there's several different face images you can choose from, which I love, kind of fun. There's our little face. And then I'm going to add the antennas. And they're going to get punched off, but when I punch this out, well, actually, I'll show you when I do it. We'll just wait. I'll just show you why I do this. So we're going to add this guy's antennas right here at the top of his head, right in front of that stripe, like that. Okay. And then what do I want to do next? I think we're going to punch him out, and then I'm done with this scrap for now. So let's get my punch, and we're going to punch him out. Now, when I punch him out, I'm also going to punch out the hearts. I could do just a strip and then I would just get the bee rather than have a big piece like this. But I am going to punch him out and punch the hearts. Let me get this all where I want him. Okay, I think he's pretty lined up there. There you go. So there is our little bee guy. And then we have our two little hearts. And again, same thing. I am just hanging on to these hearts for future projects. And here's some I already punched out. I want to show you that even though they're white, you could use them as white hearts if you wanted to, especially if you were putting a cluster of them. They would be great to put in for confetti in your cards. But here is a Flirty Flamingo heart that I punched out earlier. And here is a white heart that I punched out, but I colored it with the Flirty Flamingo markers. So even though they're white, once you have them, hang on to them because you can color them anything you want them to be. And again, hang on to these pieces too because they'll become cute little word bubbles on your cards. So that's what I did with those. Excuse me. Getting a tickle. Time for coffee. Sorry guys, time for coffee. In honor of my little bee, I have my floral cup today. I can just see it. See if I can turn it enough without spilling it. See the little bees buzzing around those flowers. So made me think that it coordinated well today. Okay, so here's our bee. So the next thing I want to do is stamp my flowers on here. And what I did is I mounted the 2 leaf stems on one block. And I'm just going to repeat this across my card. That just saves a couple times of stamping, which is always nice if you can do that. It's a lot of stamping on this card. It's kind of a scene building card, which I love. We're just going to take these stems and stamp them onto the bottom of the card. So I'm going off the edge just a little bit on this side and off the bottom a little bit. So it looks like they're coming up like that. And I'm tipping them just a couple different little angles so they don't look so perfect and so orderly on the card. And then with this last one, we'll tip it just a little bit the other way and bring it up a little bit, just like that. So there's my stems across the bottom of my card. I think, you know what, as long as we have this out, let's do all of our stamping with the stems. Let's just be really, really organized, right? So on the inside of my card, I'm also going to stamp stems just like that. And on my envelope, I'm also going to stamp this. And then we can just get rid of the green because I think we're done with it. All right, cute, cute. The color of green I'm using is Parakeet Party. This is one of our in colors that'll be going away once the annual catalog goes away. It is bright and cheery. I love it. It's a beautiful color for spring. I think it's just perfect. Okay, so let's do our flowers right away. So what I did is I chose the little flower that has the circle in the middle, and we're going to stamp that using the Melon Mambo ink. Okay, and I am just going to add these flowers, one to my envelope and one to the inside of my card. They're very easy to line up with the stems because they're photopolymer, so you can see right through there and get them where you want them. I'm going to put them on our little card here. So I'm going to do one here off the edge. And then I'm going to turn this a little bit so the next flower is going a little bit different angle, just like that. And I'm going to turn it one more time. So there's all these little divots between the petals that you can place on your stem, so you can turn your flowers so that they don't all look perfectly uniform. So there are those flowers. Next we're going to take, you know, since I have this out, let's do this too. We're going to take these little hearts and I'm going to stamp them right up here by my Your Sweetest Honey, just like that. I think I'm going to add this to the inside of the card later, but I'm going to wait till I put my sentiment in. So we'll just leave that one at that and pull this back out when we need it. Next, I'm going to take my Flirty Flamingo ink. Hope you guys are having a great day. I just had so much fun playing with this and building up this cute little scene of flowers for the bee. I love it when we can just stamp our images and we don't have to do any additional coloring. Although I am a coloring person, it's fun to do different techniques on my cards. So this was kind of fun to do with just putting all the color on here with my inks. Okay, got to put that one here. And I'm going to turn this one even a little bit more facing that direction. So there is our little flower garden on there. We'll add our Flirty Flamingo flower to the inside of our card and also to our envelope, just like that. How cute is that? I love it. I think it's so fun and cheery. My grandkids are going to love these cards. It makes me excited. Okay, so this is pretty much done and getting ready to add our bee. But since I'm working and trying to get the envelope and inside of the card done at the same time, I think I'm going to grab my Memento ink one more time. And we're going to take the sentiment, the simple sentiment that just says, love you. And I'm going to put this up here, if I can get it inked up good, up here in the top on my card. And we're going to add it onto our envelope so we don't have a naked envelope, just like that. Really cute script on this. I like it a lot. Okay, do I need anything else black? Yes, I'm going to need to do the antennas. So we'll hang on to this and keep it out and about here for us in a little bit. Okay, so that is that. And then let's grab our Melon Mambo one more time. And I'm going to add these little hearts, which are so stinking cute, right in here to the love you. All right, we're getting there, guys. Like I said, this is a little scene building, so I kind of like that, different than my norm. Okay, let's go ahead and put some of this together so I don't have so many moving pieces here. We're going to take the Flirty Flamingo that I punched that punch out of the center, and we're going to add some seal all around the corners on here to hold this down. And I will post all of the measurements and commentary and products used in the comments at some point today, so watch for that if you're trying to recreate this card once you get the suite. They will all be posted for you, and that's with all my videos. You can go back and watch them, and you can look at the instructions on there, and it'll tell you the measurements and the products I used, and I do that to make it just a little simpler for you. Next, we're going to add our piece of designer series paper that we punched the middle out of. And this is going to get centered right onto the Flirty Flamingo. Hopefully that's pretty straight, just like that. And now we're going to finish building the layer that we're going to lay on top of here. So I'm going to grab our flowers one more time, and we're going to grab the Memento Black ink and the little buzzy bee trail that shows the path that this bee is taking. We're going to ink that up. And I'm going to come off the side here right over my flowers, because bees can fly right over flowers. And we're going to put it a little bit at an angle, just like that. So that's how our bee is coming in here onto this page. And then I'm going to think about where I want my bee to be, so he's going to lay right about here. I want him to be over the flowers and underneath the sentiment completely. And I want to add his little antennas. So remember I stamped those earlier on here, and even though I punched him out, it was so that when I place him on here, there's not that white gap that doesn't have antenna. So I'm just going to take this and ink it up. I'm going to look approximately where this is. I have a little wiggle room, guys, so don't worry too much, but that's just approximate where that bee is going to land. And that'll be ready for when we put them together. So I think now we really are done with our Memento ink. So let's get that one out of the way. The last thing I'm going to do, you know what, and I should have done it, I made a mistake on here. I mean, I can do it after, and that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to add the little wings. So I could have stamped these ahead of time, but I found that it's almost easier to do after the fact. So this is one of the hearts that got punched out with the heart punch, and the little bee wings go right onto that heart. Now I'm going to turn this over, my mat, so that I can see the edges of my heart better. I just know that when I'm looking for my edges on something like this, and you have white on that white paper, it's difficult to see. So we're going to use our Balmy Blue and this little wing image, and I'm just going to ink them up and come in here, and we're going to stamp those right onto this heart. There we go. And don't worry about perfection, guys. These are the bee's wings. It's nothing to stress about. So then I'm going to take this and set it aside along with my bee, and we can finish putting our card together. I think we're done with the mat. I'll move it not too far, just in case. We'll come in here with our seal. Add this to this layer in the corners. I like to put the layers onto my cards while they're still flat before I put anything that's going to be dimensioned. So that's why we're adding it now before we add our bee. And this is just going to be centered right onto the striped DSP like that. And then we're going to put our bee together. And the way I did that is I took the wings and some glue dots, and I'm going to add 2 glue dots to the bottom of these wings. I always do at least 2. If you do 1 glue dot, well, I shouldn't say always, but when anything has any amount of size to it or the possibility of movement, I try to do at least 2 because it stabilizes it better. If you did just 1, it can have the ability of kind of swiveling on there, and I didn't want that. So we're going to take these wings and just place him on the back, on the body, just like that. Isn't he cute? And then he's going to come in here, right down here on here. Now, you know what? Actually, I'm going to pull. I see when I put them on there that they're going to go up over the sentiment, and I don't want that. So we're going to make his wings just a little bit shorter on him. And that will work out fine, too. Let's see if this one works. Yep, that'll be better. Okay, so we're taking our little bee and his wings. I'm going to grab dimensionals. I'm going to place a dimensional over the heart part where the wings are and on the body, just to, again, once again, stabilize that on there. Keep it from moving around. And then we'll do one more there and one more up here. So anytime you're doing something where you've glued the pieces together that way, if you're adding sticky tape or seal or dimensionals, try to go over those seams if you can. It just reinforces holding this together steady, so you won't have a problem. Now we're going to come in here, come back little bee, and we're going to add him, and I'm going to line him up so his antennas just continue, whoops, right onto the paper, which is actually pretty easy to do. And now you can see his wings are falling below the You're Sweet as Honey. How cute is that? Two more things for this. I'm going to take some Wink of Stella, and we're going to add Wink of Stella to his wings. Just give them just that little bit of shimmer, because bees' wings are kind of like that opalescent type look with a little shimmer when you see them in the sun. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on screen, but I'm going to hold it up. A bit more there. But you can definitely see it in person. It adds just that little bit of sparkle to the bee's wings, and I love that look. And so simple to do. Wink of Stella is a must-have to just add a cute little sparkle to your cards. And then we're going to use the embellishments. So I'm going to come in here, and we're going to grab a few of these. Now, all of the colors in here are basically used in here. So I'm going to grab one of the larger blue hearts this time and put it up here to match the bee's wings. And we'll take one of the lighter pink flowers, if I can, on my stamp. These again are flat, so they don't work as well to pick them up with your take your pick tool unless you're using the pokey end. And we're just going to add a little flower down here somewhere. Right here seems fine. And then we're going to add one more heart over here. Let's do a small yellow one to coordinate with our bee. So again, all of these colors can be used because they're all used in the card. And I love that. It makes the most of your embellishments. And this was a tip. If you watch our global events, Chrissy had shared, and I forget to do it sometimes, and I always forget to share it. But a good way to do your embellishments is once you receive them, cut the right edge off, keeping them sealed on the back. And that way you can just slide them back in when you use them, and you don't have to worry about sliding your embellishments across that sticky part on the back, but yet that holds them in place. They're easy to store. So that's another fun little tip for your embellishments. So that is it, I think. Let me make sure I got everything finished. I did. That's our card using the Be Mine Suite coming up January 4th in the new mini catalog. Here is our adorable envelope. Love you. And then you're sweet as honey with our cute little bee. And when you open it up, love you again. So I hope you like this, guys. I had a lot of fun playing with this. You see me color, you see me fussy cut, but today all I did was stamp and punch. So that's a little different for me. I am so glad I got to be back here with you and that my back is doing so much better. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to leave your comments. Again, you have through midnight tomorrow, the 16th, for a chance to win this card, and I will draw the morning of the 17th. I love to hear from you, so please let me know what's going on in your life. I do plan to be back here on Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Mark your calendars to join me if you can. And as always, I would love to be your creative coach and demonstrator. So if you have any questions at all, or if you need a catalog, reach out to me and I'll make sure that we get those to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye.